Hey yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy Scatinio, aka Scat, and I'm back with a brand new unboxing video for you today. Oh guys, what a mad time we are living in. What a mad time. Coronavirus is everywhere. It's starting to take its toll on me, definitely. For those of you who don't know, I do work within the NHS. I am a nurse, so I am dealing with this every single day. Times are crazy, but we've just got to ride it out as much as possible. Stick to the rules, social distancing, stay at home. And today, for me at least, it's my day off, and I've got the perfect excuse to stay at home. Brand new video games, which is what we all want to do. Well, not all of us, but what we want to do is play video games. So, two brand new video games. Now the first one, as you can tell by the title, is of course the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now this is actually 8 days early, well 7 days early. Got the game yesterday, Thursday, 2nd of April, but I was working all day, so I came home and I was too tired to do any kind of unboxing, let alone play the game. So I decided to get up early Friday and do the unboxing for you and get it going today. So yeah, a week early, 8 days early. All I can assume is due to the coronavirus and a lot of the delays that are going on. You know, everything just got shipped out to these outlets as soon as possible, and then they decided to just ship them out to the customers in order to you know, miss any kind of delays in getting them out, you know, missing release date. But I don't think I've ever received a game a whole 8 days before release. I mean, Shop 2 is usually pretty good, and usually get it like a day before the official release date, but not 8 days. In fact, I can't think of a time that I actually got a game well before release date. That was MotorStorm Apocalypse. Now, if you remember that game, and I know I'm going on a bit of background. Now, when MotorStorm Apocalypse was supposed to have been coming out, that actually got delayed due to a big, I think it was like a big tsunami or something that was going on in Japan years and years ago. And then I saw the game on the shelf in Asda, and I went there like first thing in the morning. It wasn't even thinking about MotorStorm, and anyway, I managed to blag it to get a copy of the game. When they actually took it to the till, it wasn't actually registering it, scanning it, so they just picked up another one, and they were like, oh, don't know why this is going on. Picked up another game for the same price, scanned that, and just gave me MotorStorm Apocalypse, and I bounced and went. And that game was like delayed for weeks and weeks and weeks, so that was great. So anyway, Final Fantasy Remake. Everybody's been waiting for this game. Now, I'm not a big Final Fantasy fan at all. I never actually beat a Final Fantasy game. I started getting bored of them. Final Fantasy VII, the original, played that on the PS1, obviously. Was never a big fan of it. Don't even think I got that far into it. Never beat it. But I played the demo for Final Fantasy VII, and I really enjoyed the new combat. It's always the combat that puts me off with Final Fantasy games. It really is. I really get bored of the turn-based and everything. But Final Fantasy VII Remake demo, I was really impressed. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. It's a shame that it's not the full game. So full disclosure for those of you who don't know, this is not the full game of Final Fantasy VII. They are doing it episodically, so this is kind of like part 1. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit annoying because it just means like whenever part 2 comes out, you're more than likely going to have a PS5 for that, because I mean, I think this took 4 years since it was announced at E3. So let's have a look at the case right here. So nice little artwork. The back of it, Squall. The legend returns for all generations. The story of this first standalone game in the Final Fantasy VII Remake project covers up to the party's escape from Midgar and goes deeper into the events occurring in the city than the original Final Fantasy. So it's actually says on the back here as well. I'm not sure if you can see that it's on 2 discs. So I'm going to open this up and see what it's all about. But just give you a little look at the nice artwork there. So let me see. Now I can hear some shit rolling around in there. So I'm presuming the discs have fallen out or what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, so I've got a Duff disc. So they've broke it. They've already broke my case. I hate that. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Right, so Jesus, and there's no way for me to even be able to fix that. Okay, right, so let's have a look. So we've got 2 discs. We have got 2 discs in here. So first we've got the, okay, so it's a data disc and then the play disc. So kind of like Red Dead Redemption 2. So you install the game on one disc and then you use the second disc to actually play it. 100 gigabyte minimum. So I hope you got some good space saved on your hard drive. So nothing fancy with that. Let me have a look at what this is. So Final Fantasy VII Remake play art. So these are just adverts. These Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts 3, and we've got an advert in there for Final Fantasy 14 online, and we've also got Avengers, which I think got delayed also. We've also got the Square Enix members product registration card, so there's a code on that. Now, has this got a... Just thinking right now, just noticed something. If I take out this second disc, if you can see, I'm not sure if you can see this. So let me see what I can do. So for those of you who've not figured this out, this has actually got a reversible cover, but I think I prefer that one. Yeah, definitely. I think I prefer that cover, so that's the cover I'm going to keep. So yeah, simples. Final Fantasy VII. Now, I don't think I'll be starting this game right now. Well, I'm definitely not going to play it today. Simply because we have Resident Evil 3 to play as well. So we're going to get into Resident Evil 3. Oh, Resident Evil 3, what can I say about Resident Evil 3? One of my favourite games of the PlayStation 1 era. It really was. Loved it. Just like I loved the original Resident Evil, just like I love Resident Evil 2. Just like I loved all them old style Resident Evils. Another one that the disc looks like it's fallen out of its case, which it has. Hate that. So yeah, Resident Evil 3 Remake. And you know what? It only actually dawned on me about last week that they dropped the Nemesis subtitle for this. I don't know why. I think it's because everybody knows what Resident Evil 3 is, I guess. But it would have still been nice to have Resident Evil 3 Nemesis below there. Just to keep, you know, in tune with the series a bit. So Resident Evil 3, yeah, of course, you do play Jill Valentine in this. This is the one where the Nemesis does chase you around the whole game. Also includes a Resident Evil Resistance game. That's the 1 versus 4 online multiplayer thing that I don't think I'm ever going to play, because it just doesn't seem to be my thing at all. So we'll give you a little look on the back. Now, unfortunately, this game doesn't seem to be getting the most great reviews. And I think a lot of that, not down to the quality of the game, thank God. I think it's more to, first of all, it's short length, and the second of all, that they've it's quite linear, which I think all Resident Evil games are, but hey ho. But also the fact that they've actually cut out a lot of content from the original game. You know, certain like fan favourite locations have actually taken out of the game and not included them. So, and one of the really disappointing facts that I found out when looking at the reviews is actually my favourite part of the original that I was really looking forward to playing to see how they've rebuilt it and everything was the clock tower area. I used to love that. You used to get on the subway and you got off at the clock tower stage, and I just loved that because it was just pure survival horror. There's something about saying a clock tower to me, which, you know, it just sort of brings up this dread and, you know, it feels like horror, you know, isolation, scary, clock tower, you know, just them little things. Plus, there used to be a game called Clock Tower years ago. So the fact that they've actually taken that out of here is, to me, I have no idea why. And apparently they've just sort of, the Clock Tower's in there, but I think they've relegated it now to just a boss battle, which is a bit shit. But hey ho, I'm still looking forward to playing the game. I still heard, despite them things, despite the flaws, it's still a really good game, and I am very much looking forward to it. I loved the Resident Evil 2 remake from last year. I thought it was fantastic. Obviously I played the demo this last week, whenever it was that this came out, and you know, it looks great, and you know, it seems just as good. So well, I'm gonna be playing this today. Pretty much all day. I might even beat it today, because shit, I ain't got else to do. So we'll see. So yeah, so just quickly open this up. This is not as interesting as the Final Fantasy. It's just simply the case and the game. No book, no nothing. Just give you another look at the back, just in case you didn't really see it there. So we've got Nemesis right over here. I know there's a bit of glare on that. So yeah, guys, so that's it from me. So 2 brand new unboxing videos for you today. I thought I might as well just put them into the same video, just have a little chat. I know I'm rolling on to 12 minutes here, just talking a bit, but hey, I can't socialise. The only social time I'm getting at the moment is the people I work with, because I've got to socialise at work, and work is just busy. So let me socialise with you guys as much as I can as well. So I'm glad these 2 games have come out. Yeah, so that's it from me, guys. As always, please don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and we are going to be playing some Final Fantasy VII and some Resident Evil 3 today.